What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back to watch my videos. For all those who have subscribed, I'm truly grateful to you all. And if you are here for the first time, consider clicking that subscribe button. It's completely free, so you can help me out on this journey of motorcycle vlogging. So guys, today I'm just going on a jolly ride, and while I'm doing so, I'd like to talk about how it really feels to ride the CB500X. I'm almost now at 3,000 kilometers, actually 2,700, and I feel like I've had a good feel of the bike so far, that I can say a bit about how the bike rides and how it feels. Well, there are so many reviews out there, and there are different views on performance and all that. I just want to talk about how I feel on this bike. So I'll start by saying that the engine on this bike is really smooth. Changing gears is a piece of cake because the clutch is very light, and you can change gear in traffic all day and not feel like you're doing anything at all. It's really that good. My previous bike was a Benelli 300, and I have to say that it wasn't a bad bike. And if I have to compare, even though that one was a 300cc bike compared to this one, which is a 471, which they call a 500cc, I think the 300 first and second gears were more powerful than the one that's on this CB500X. So with the CB500X, first and second gears are very, I don't know what they call it, it's short. So you only go a couple of meters before you need to switch to second and third and upwards. So that's one thing I've noticed, that the first and second gears on the Benelli 300 were more powerful than that on the CB500X. So with the Benelli, if I rode with bigger bikes, pulling away from stoplights, the bike took off really fast. But with this one, you have to accelerate harder, and once you do, you can feel the engine is struggling and wants you to switch. So it's definitely not designed for that kind of purpose. It's designed for relaxed riding, commuting from A to B, and that's what I really think this bike is made for. So in terms of that, I prefer the Benelli because it gave me more power right off the bat, and that was more exciting. But the difference is, with this one, once you hit third and fourth gear and upwards, this thing really pulls. I've been riding with a friend who has a Benelli 600, and when I hit third, fourth gear and upwards, he struggles to catch up with me. It really pulls when you need it to. Yeah, so it really pulls when it gains speed, and I think the advantage is the less weight. And as you can see, I've not installed any crash guards or any aftermarket accessories apart from the windshield, which wouldn't add any significant weight to the bike. So that's also helping. The less weight helps a lot with this bike. I don't know how it's going to feel when you load it up with accessories. All those who have this same bike, I would be glad to know how it feels when you install extra accessories. Does it reduce the speed? Do you realize any significant weight? Well, let me know in the comments below. And because of that, when you're accelerating and you want to overtake, it's a piece of cake, because I feel that the best gear to overtake with is the third gear or maybe fourth gear. These are the best gears that really pull the bike away from traffic. And this thing will not disappoint. There's never a point where you feel like the bike is stalling on you, or it's not running according to your acceleration. It always is always on point, and this is a good plus. So that's it for the engine. Now I'll talk about the rear view mirrors. I've never had rear view mirrors with the poles this short, and when I first got a bike it looked weird, but then after a while it feels like it's just the best positioning for a rear view mirror. You would have most manufacturers have this pole very tall before it bends. Honda has it very short, and I think it does an awesome job. Whichever way you adjust it, you see traffic behind you really clearly, and I think it's amazing. It does an amazing job, and the mirrors are very clear too, and it's bigger, so it's easy to see behind you. Next thing I want to talk about is the seat, guys. So I was really scared the first week or two when I got this bike, because the seat was nice, it was comfortable, it was bouncy, but after a short while of riding, my inner thighs and my bum felt quite sore after a while of riding. But I think it was because it was still brand new, but after using it for about 3-4 months now, I don't have that numbness anymore. Maybe because I haven't ridden for hours on it yet. I've only ridden about an hour and a half non-stop so far. Probably when I go on a long trip, it's gonna show its true colors. Then I can comment on that. But so far, I think after the first 2 weeks, I think it's been working great. When you hit potholes or you enter undulations, it just bounces you back up. Sometimes the rebound on the seat is too strong, so it jolts you off your seat, but generally I think it's really comfortable, and it helps to soak, apart from the suspension, it helps to soak some of the shocks that would have hit your bum and your spine. So I think they did a good job there. Like I said, I can't do a complete review on that because I haven't ridden a long distance on this bike yet. Another thing I'd like to talk about is seating position. For me, it's just on point, because my arms are stretched out, not completely, slightly bent, and it's just a tiny bit lower, so I don't feel like I'm holding something upright. I feel like my hands are just relaxing on it and just accelerating, and it makes it a lot more comfortable to ride. And I believe on a long distance, you're not going to feel numbness in your hands. So that's another plus for this bike. After a while of riding this bike, I find that between 70 and 90 kilometers per hour are really the comfort zones for this bike. When you hit over 5,000 RPMs, you kind of start to feel some vibrations, as has been complained by many people. I remember in one of my earlier videos, one of my viewers commented and asked a question as to whether the vibration he's heard about is true, and after experiencing this bike for a while, I can say yes, it is. When you hit 5,000 RPMs, there is some vibration that, I don't know, if you don't care too much, it won't bother you. But the truth is, how long does anyone ride at 5,000 RPMs, like 120 kilometers straight for a long time? It doesn't happen that often. So yeah, it is there, but if you overlook it, then you will have a good time on this bike. It is something that I think they should work on though, because a bike of this nature, I think, should be a lot smoother. I know it's 2 cylinders, but maybe they could do better, because a lot of people are complaining. It's not just me. It's not that it really bothers me, but it would just be nice if it's a lot smoother at high speeds, so that you enjoy it a lot more even at high speeds. And with the seating position, like I already said, it's very comfortable, and you sit upright, and the bike is quite high, so you see traffic in front of you, you see over traffic, you see over cars, so you can anticipate what's coming in front of you. And I've tried standing a few times, and I don't have any bar raises or anything like that, and I think that the factory default setting of this steer is perfect for me. even when I stand, I feel like I'm very comfortable, and it just feels like a natural position. Maybe if I ride one with handlebar raises, it should be more comfortable. I don't know, but even in stock, it feels comfortable. So if I would just stand here for you to see. So when I stand and I look down, I can still see the windscreen. So I'm not totally in front of the windscreen, I'm just looking above the windscreen, which is good. And my hands are not bent in any weird way. They kind of feel natural. I can imagine with the handlebar raises it'll be more comfortable, but even like this in stock, it's comfortable. So yeah. So standing up is a breeze, comfortable. Of course, this bike was built with the intention of some off-roading, so it is comfortable to stand on. Yeah, sometimes as riders, we face drivers who just want to go. They don't want to follow the rules. So we always have to be careful. And the last thing I would like to talk about today, guys, is the fuel consumption. So I haven't gone on a long trip on this bike. Most of my riding so far has been in stop and go traffic, but I have to say it doesn't consume as much as I thought a bike of over 400 cc's would consume. So it is really economical. And thinking of the fact that you don't have to be spending so much money to service it. You service it like what? Once every 10 or 12,000 kilometers, something like that. Well, in between there will be minor checks here and there, but not really oil change, filter change and stuff like that. Those are done at every, I think, 12,000 kilometers, which is like really awesome. So cost of maintaining this machine is very, very low. And anyone who is considering getting one for commuting, this is an amazing bike. It is considerably fast, I should say. It is low on fuel consumption. Maintenance cost is low. It's reliable. It's fun. And if you don't mind about minor vibrations at speeds of about 120 kilometers per hour and at 5,000 RPM, just go for it, guys. It's an awesome bike. What I like about it the most is you don't have to spend too much time in repair shops, fixing things here and there. As I've heard from previous owners, you rarely have problems. There are some bikes that have electronic problems. Flasher doesn't work today, tomorrow is another problem. But experienced users of the CB500X have mentioned that you don't really have to worry about those. And I hope I don't have any of those minor problems. I just want to spend time, enjoy riding this bike rather than spend time fixing it. So guys, that's all for this video. I just went on a jolly ride. It's been raining here a lot these past few days, so today I decided to come out here and ride since it's a sunny day. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share, and leave a comment if you have any, and hit the bell icon so when I upload a new video, you're one of the first in line to see my new video. Thank you so much for watching. Ride legal, ride safe. Peace.